Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM, where a $10 wager gives you $150 in free bets, regardless of outcomes. Just use that promo code JUICE150. All right, you know how we do it. We're going to recap yesterday's picks, get to today's picks, and I got a doozy for you. I got one MLB pick, one Summer League pick. Yes, going back to the NBA Summer League, and a MLB parlay that pays plus 191. Let's go. Let's get them. All right, let's get to the picks. The recap, Guardians. Shout out to my Guardians. Guardians. They destroyed the Royals as predicted here on the pod, 13-1. Not even a sweat. Did not get to sweat that out at all. Baltimore Orioles, they got the win 1-0 over the Angels. Again, the Angels are just the gift that keeps on giving. It amazes me how many games they're able to lose when they have two of the best guys in all of baseball. It's really impressive. So shout out to you and the Angels. Again, keep hooking us up. And unfortunately, cannot shout out the Thunder because the Thunder lost outright as a 2.5-point favorite there. I'm going to revisit my strategy of taking Chet. I mean, has there ever been a situation where Chet didn't disappoint? Ask Tom Hanks, all right? One awesome son, amazing actor, great kid. The other one, Chet. Chet's, if there are any Chet listeners, I apologize. It's just not a winning name. Not sure what I was thinking. Chet really let us down, only 12 points. Although, hey, he did have 4 blocks, kind of had one attempt at a block where he kind of got posterized. I still do not see this guy being able to hang in the league. He just doesn't have it, and he just doesn't have the body for the National Basketball Association. I'm going to start doing that. Everyone does it for the NFL. I'm going to do it for the NBA. You know who does have what it takes in the National Football League? That's right, Jalen Hurts. Oh, man, if you're watching on YouTube, look at that sweet autographed Jalen Hurts jersey, courtesy of our good buddies over at Pristine Auction. Still, you have a chance to win. All you got to do is subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel, comment on this very video, turn those notifications on so you don't miss your shot, a.k.a. Rare Breed, a.k.a. Untamed Jalen Hurts jersey. That thing looks so sweet. I can't wait till one of the listeners win it and then eventually hold me ransom because I'm going to do whatever it takes to get me that jersey. All right, let's get to the picks, kicking it off. Again, my brain is still in football, even though it's in the middle of the July. My brain is just stuck on football, and even when we're talking baseball, I still call it kicking off. How many days of the Hall of Fame game? I can't wait. Let's talk Yankees, Red Sox. Give me the New York Yankees minus 130 at the Boston Red Sox and get that over on DK. And, of course, that's on the money line. Auto play for me when the Yankees are coming off a loss. They're 16-6 straight up after a loss, and they've been destroying. Yankees bats have been hot all season, but again, especially even against the Red Sox, 3 games so far, they put up 23 runs. Just lost 6-5 to them last night, but man, they are a machine. The Yankees pitcher James Talon. I listened to the pronunciation video 5 times. So my brain can still not wrap my head around it. Either way, he's 9-2 with a 3.63 ERA. But again, it's not about the pitching matchups because you look at the Red Sox pitcher Pivetta, who, no slouch, 3.68 ERA, almost the exact same ERA. Taillon, 9-2, Pivetta 8-6. The difference is the run support. These Yankees bats are going to carry them. Minus 130 is a gift from the sportsbooks. So thank you, sportsbooks, in particular. BetMGM. Again, promo code JUICE150. Moving over to my NBA Summer League pick. Before we go back and close things out with my sweet MLB parlay, give me the Chicago Bulls plus 160 against the New York Knicks. Get that price over on FanDuel. Again, these games are kind of hard to handicap. And again, check the starting lineups and any sort of late breaking news because there could be a late scratch. So definitely check on the news before getting down on these picks. However, Both teams coming off a 1-0 victory. They're 1-0 in the Las Vegas Summer League. So not a lot of difference there. And the Bulls are a 4.5-point underdog. I like them on the money line, plus 160. I think a lot of these games are toss-ups. And whether it's an all-star game or the NFL preseason, in exhibition-style games, which essentially this is what it is. I mean, you get 6 fouls, the whole thing. There's always going to be value in the dog, right? Because a lot of they probably should be closer to even, and they're just going to extend the price one way or the other based on public perception. That being said, I really like what I saw out of the Bulls in that first game. 100-99 victory over the Dallas Mavs. Marko Simonovic. I think I actually nailed that one. He bulked up in the offseason, and he balled out 27-13. Good start from the line as well, 7 for 8. And again, if you're hitting your free throws in these kind of games, you are going to get some wins. You're going to get some covers. I just kind of, when I was handicapping this day's slate, I just kind of looked at who are the biggest dogs and do they have a chance to win outright. I found the Chicago Bulls against the New York Knicks. I like them with the points, but I'm going to be playing Chicago Bulls plus 160 in a summer league game. That to me is crazy. Give me the Bulls all day versus the Knicks. And again, highly recommend getting in the Discord, bettingpros.com/chat if there is late breaking news, or if again, late scratch. These NBA Summer League, there's not as much info as normal games, so definitely double check all the latest news before you officially place your bet. And if you're placing any bets, you should have that Betting Pros app already. Tons of information, expert picks, consensus picks, the sweet odds tracker showing you the best price for all the sports books. Highly recommend downloading that Betting Pros app. Get it in the App Store or the Google Play Store. I think it's called the Android Store. I'm not an Android guy, not an Android hater. Don't send me your green dots of hate. I'm an Apple guy. I love how people act like that's a personality trait. I'm an Apple guy. You mean you and 5 billion people on Earth? All right, I digress. Let's talk a little baseball with a plus 191. Maybe I'm chasing, but I really like these situations that we're getting. Give me the Milwaukee Brewers minus 170 parlayed with the San Diego Padres minus 120. Parlay those two together, you get plus 191. First off, the Brewers coming off a loss against the Pirates, which is pretty embarrassing to begin with. And the Pirates are one of these teams horrible after a win. 10-24 straight up after a win. So you're already in a good spot right there. And the Brewers' bats, I think, are definitely due for a wake-up call. They've been hitting pretty well overall, but in the last 16 games, they've scored 3 or less runs only 4 times. But 3 of those have been in the last 4 games. So they've kind of had a little cold streak. I think this is the perfect time to bounce back out of it. And yeah, give me the Brewers pitcher, Eric Lauer, 3-1, 2.13 ERA at home. And then not only is Pittsburgh bad after a win, but Milwaukee, the Brewers, pretty good after a loss. 21-16 straight up after a loss. So there you go. There's the handicap on the Brewers at minus 170. But that's not fun. That's why we got to parlay it with the Padres at home, who also just lost to the San Francisco Giants. And the Padres also very good after a loss, 22-14 after a loss. And the Giants have just fallen apart. I mean, they're 2-8 in their last 10 games, and that includes the win they had against the Padres last night. Giants pitcher Alex Wood, 6.26 ERA in the last 28 days, and you're getting the Padres at home at only minus 120. Padres pitcher Mackenzie Gore, he's solid, 3.34 ERA, but I think it's more about the Padres bat getting a Wood, the situational spot, and the fact that the Giants, not as bad as the Angels or some of these teams, but the Giants are just ice cold. They figure out ways to lose, and I'm going to fade them here. So give me the Padres at minus 120, parlayed with the Brewers minus 170. That parlay pays you plus 191. Feeling good going into a Friday if you cash that big bet. All right, so I'm going to walk through the entire slate before we get out of here. But again, Brewers, Padres parlay at plus 191, both teams on the money line. Then Chicago Bulls to win outright, plus 160 over on FanDuel against the Knicks. We are betting on Summer League. And if you want to scare your parents on a family trip, just pause the Yahtzee game while you sweat out a Thunder almost win, almost cover, and then completely fall apart. Also, I'm due for some serious Yahtzee regression. I don't know if anyone's handicapping my family Yahtzee games while we're on vacation, but I'm really due for a nice run here. And then, of course, closing it out, New York Yankees minus 130. All these plays on the money line Yankees, money line Bulls, and then a money line parlay because it's a money line Friday. Let's go, baby. Follow the Daily Juice on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. If you want more of my picks podcast, check me out on the Sports Gambling Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, and of course, let it ride.